Okay, so I really don't know how to do this whole intro thing, so I'm just gonna get right into it. I got my phone with me so that I can refer to the pictures on my phone and talk about my hair journey. So this first picture is when I was in middle school. I had relaxed hair. It was healthy, it was long, my color was very pretty, my natural color. I kind of miss it, but I had healthy hair. I used to always try to scrunch a whole bunch of mousse into my hair to make it seem like that was my natural hair pattern. Like, mind you, I did get relaxers and I didn't get the strong ones. I got the ones that it's still like my curls still peek through a little bit, but it's still, you know, tamed the mane. So I used to try to do braid outs. I tried to do twist outs, everything, and they didn't really work out very well, but I still had some decent length. High school, I had healthy hair, long. It just felt like every time I was going to the beauty shop, she was taking a little too much off that I didn't ask for. So I kind of stopped going to the beauty shop because it made me sad. There were times where I would go to the car, call my mom and cry that she cut all my hair off. Like, I would walk in there with hair down here and leave with it all the way up here. I know I didn't have that many dead ends now, but she said that I did. So I would go regularly, get my hair straightened. I would always throw my hair up in a bun, tuck it behind my ear, put a headband on, just, you know, trying to do stuff. This picture, I tried to curl it. It was really cute. Like, I had learned how to actually curl my hair, and it was cute, but I knew that if I kept putting too much heat on it, it was gonna get dry and just break off. So we didn't want that to happen. So yeah, kept on trying to scrunch it. That would just be my last minute, like, gotta do something to my hair type of things. I would just scrunch it. It was a disaster. So this, I tried to like put braids on the side and then I would just wear it straight. I loved this hairstyle. Like, I loved it. Sometimes I used to put the braids and then curl the top of my hair while the rest was straight so I could still retain some length. I'm glad I don't have a picture of that. I thought it was cute, but So here is when I first like cut my hair. I wanted a bob because I didn't want to cut too much hair off. Yes, I cut a lot off, but I just did a bob so that all my hair wasn't gone. But when I got this cut, I didn't like it, so I went back I think the same day or the next day, and I started cutting more hair off so that it could be more of a bob. Like, this one was just a little too long, so I wanted it to just be like a crisp, layered bob. And it was really cute. I loved it. I went to college right after I got it cut. It grew out super fast. And then in December of 2014 is the first time I colored my hair, and I fell in love with it. Like, I loved it. It was cute. My bob was always so full and so pretty, but that grew out quick, and then I big chopped in 2015. So yeah, I big chopped and cut all my hair off. I used to tell my dad, like, I'm never gonna cut my hair off. I'm never gonna be bald, because my sister cut all her hair off. I was like, I'm never gonna be like her. I don't want my hair to be that short. My head is too big, which it is. But I did it anyways. I was like, whatever. Like, I had been transitioning for a very long time. I think like around my junior year, I stopped getting relaxers and I just started transitioning, but I still put a lot of heat on it, so it was still kind of damaged. So I cut a lot off, but I got like a tapered pixie cut, so on this side it was still like relaxed hair, but it wasn't that much, but it was still some relaxed hair, which grew out, but now it's just heat damage. We'll get to that. But I would like put some perm rods in it to try to make it blend. It didn't blend perfectly, but it was still cute to me. Like, and then on this side was a lot of heat damage, so I cut it really short. Then I would perm rod that and then put bigger perm rods on the front and have it come down. It was cute. I would rock it. I loved it. It was fun while it lasted. And then I straightened it for the first time and went to Supercuts and got it cut again. And I was like, can you just shave this off? And she was like, no, we're not gonna do that. She just cut it where it went around my ear. And I wanted her to do the other side that way, but she just wouldn't do it. And this was a disaster. The same girl who colored my hair the first time colored it again, and then it just looked so bad. It was uneven. It didn't blend. My color was just bad. Like, I asked her, hey, can I get what I had last time? I guess since I had curls this time, it wasn't as easy for her to do it, but it was so bad. It was so bad. So got back to college and somebody fixed it like the next week, and I spent a lot of money in those 2 weeks just to get my hair colored. But I loved it after that, and it looked so pretty. I love my blonde hair. I love having color in my hair. I used to tell myself I'm never gonna color my hair, but I did it, and I cannot go back, and I love it. So I would just try a bunch of different protective styles, still braiding my hair on this side. And this is when I straightened it for the first time after color. It was damaged. It didn't look good. Every time I brushed it, dead ends were falling off. It was cute, but it's just, the length was not cute. It was a little uneven. It needed to keep growing. So I ended up starting to slick it all back in a ponytail, which is one of my go-to styles now. I would slick it back into a ponytail. It was like this big, a little rabbit's tail or something. So small, but I still did it because I'm the type that doesn't always want to deal with my hair, and that's something that I always turn to still today. But I had a friend who would braid my hair all the time, and she would give me this crown braid, or she would give me 2 braids to the back, and protective styles were just my best friend. February of 2016 is when I realized my hair was flourishing, like flourishing. It looked so good. I was so happy. Like, my fro was getting big. This is around the time that Beyonce's song Formation came out, and she would be like, what did she say? I like my baby hair, something afros. I don't know, but that song it was made for me. And I would just try all kinds of styles. I would always put my hair up into a bun while it was wet, which is really hard, but I don't know how I did it. I can't do it now anymore. This is when I straightened it again, February 2016. Still kind of short, but it was growing. It was really, really growing, and I was happy with it. And then I became a delta. I was still just throwing my hair up. And then this is when everything went bad. I let this other girl straighten my hair at my school. She does hair, very good job. She can really do some hair, but I don't know where we went wrong. I think the temperature on the flat iron was too high, and then she does a lot of passes, and I don't need all of that. So she silk pressed my hair, and then she trimmed my ends, and then went back in it to style it with the heat, and it just was so bad. So I had terrible heat damage, and I cried because I tried to wash my hair right before my flight to go to California to see Beyonce live in San Diego, and my hair wouldn't curl. I wanted a big fro. I wanted it to be real cute, but my hair wouldn't curl. Not my roots, not the ends, nothing would curl. It was bone straight. I didn't even have like a wave in my hair. It was so bad. So I called her on FaceTime, and she taught me how to do a flexi rod set while I was in California. It was so bad, but it ended up turning out to be okay. I still rocked it, still went to see Beyonce, and then I just decided I'm never putting heat on my hair again. Found out that was just too dramatic. So I did a year with no heat, and throughout that year I just did a whole bunch of protective styles. I did buns, I wore Nike hats all the time. I had Nike hats on. I would just throw it up on the top of my head. Tried to flexi rod set again. It was so pretty. This is when I realized, like, I could probably do this. This is my first successful flexi rod set. But I tried to do a lot of wash and goes. I went to Hawaii, and their water is not the same as it is here in Tennessee. So I had some braids on the side to stay with the Hawaiian vibe, and then I would just wash my hair every single day and just throw some product in it so it would stay curly. I lost my bonnet on the flight, so that's why I had to keep washing my hair because it was really bad. But I mean, my hair was flourishing all throughout this year. It was growing. This video here, it was 7 months with no heat. And I must say, I was like, wow, I didn't know I had this much length. So that was great. And then this shows like where it grew out from the heat damage. So this is how much growth I've had since my terrible heat damage in May. Got 5 more months to go. Which it grew a lot in December, but I did something that I have never done before. I got weave. I got some crochet braids. My line sister did it for me. I have never, ever in my entire life had any type of extensions in my hair. So they talked me into getting this because we were gonna go on a trip to Nashville, I think, for the new year. And I was like, okay, I might as well try it. I have nothing to lose. So it hurt so bad, but I got it, loved it, kept it in for about a week. When I took it out though, I lost a lot of hair, like a lot of hair, and it made me sad, but my hair kind of thinned out and I was still on the no heat journey, so it all came back and it got back healthy. Here's some videos when I was in Houston, Texas for a week for the Super Bowl. And my fro was popping, but I still, like, I never knew how to maintain my hair overnight, so it's always good only on the first day, and then after that I gotta wash it again and just put it back in a ponytail. So I tried some more protective styles, and then like I was like, oh my gosh, I can kind of feel my hair on my back when it's wet. So I took this picture, and lo and behold, it's down there, like it's down to my bra strap. My puff was getting bigger. I could see my puff, like looking straight forward. I could see my puff in the mirror, and I was like, when did that get there? So my hair was growing. The less attention I paid to it, the more it flourished and the more it grew. So I did crochet again because I did a week in Florida for MLB spring training. Did crochets again. My hair's getting more used to it. The braids, I didn't shed as much. It was good. It was all good. So then I took a leap of faith and I dyed my hair. Okay, I was supposed to have highlights. I was highlighting my own hair, taking, like, just literally pulling strands and putting bleach on each strand. My line sister came over to help me, and she was doing one side and I was doing the other side. She slapped bleach all over my hair. There's no turning back, so I had to completely dye my hair, and it was like this orange, brassy, ugly color. I hated it, but then I started to fall in love with it because my hair, the more I'm in the sun, it changes colors. So it kind of changed over time, and the brassiness went out a little bit, but it still just wasn't the color I wanted. I kept that in for a couple of months, and then my hair was still very healthy. I never experienced any damage. My curls were still popping. This is when I realized like how good my curls were, because you can't really tell with darker hair, but with blonde hair you can see every curl. So that's how I realized, like, wow, my hair is actually really healthy and my curls are popping. So the shrinkage was real. I did some flexi rod sets, and then this is when I really discovered a puff. Like I did that puff before, but I didn't go out of the house with it. And then I was like, okay, let me just play with it. So I throw my puff up, pull some strings out. It was cute. It was real cute. And then a year came and I straightened my hair. It was the craziest thing. Like I did everything different from what I'm used to. I did the tension method on the blow drying, so I didn't have to straighten it that much. I did one pass on each strand to get my roots 1 pass on each strand. My hair was so long and so pretty. I was very happy with it. It wasn't too thin, it wasn't too thick. My texture was still very nice. The only thing I was nervous about was whether or not it would revert. I was real scared about that. But it lasted me about 2 weeks, and that was great. I was very pleased with it. I was very happy to see my growth. And my curls did come back. They reverted. Some of them did get a little limp, but it's okay. Like, another year with no heat will bring it right back. I'm actually doing 7 months with no heat. I just kept going. I tried a roller set. It turned out so pretty. Big purple and red rollers. It turned out so good. I went to a wedding this day, and it rained, so it wasn't very pretty anymore, but pin curled it that night. Woke up the next day, still popping. The less heat that you use, the more your hair will just be great. And then I did another roller set for another wedding that I went to, and it was so pretty. It didn't rain that day, so it lasted me a little bit longer. Still looked really good, and my curls were still popping. And then I decided that I wanted to go lighter. I took this picture, saw how light that one highlight was, and I was like, okay, I need this all over my head. And I want it to be ashy. So I dyed my hair by myself. I just did it. I was winging it, took it, put bleach everywhere. I did cosmetology for a few years, so I knew how to apply it, and like for it to be gradient and ombre, I knew how to do that. So it turned out to be really pretty. My curls, they went straight for a while, just for like that day while it was wet, and then I put some product in it, bounced back so quick, didn't get any damage, and it's still healthy and still pretty. My curls are still popping. I'm very excited, very happy about it. And this picture was, I think, a few days ago or yesterday, I don't know, a couple of days ago, and I'm here with this today. It has been a journey, to say the least, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. If you want to go natural, and just have patience. You gotta have patience, and your hair will grow. I promise. It's been 2 years. Oh my gosh, 2 years this month that I cut all my hair off. So I'm telling you, it'll grow. You just gotta let it do its thing. And that is all. Please give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, comment, share, all of that. And if you want to see any other videos, leave those in the comments as well, and maybe I can do that. But that is all. Thank you for watching, and